Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Ruby, your school counselor. Last time we met, we talked about being happy. And I told you we're going to explore some more emotions and feelings. And the four cores are happy, sad, anger, and fear. We talked about happiness not last week, but the week before. And this week, we're going to continue with anger. What does it mean when I'm angry? What are some things that happens to my body when I get angry? What are some things to calm down when I do get angry? And what can I do to change that? Is anger good for you or bad for you? So we're going to discuss all that today. So anger, boys and girls, is a very normal emotion. You are going to get upset in life. Things are going to happen that makes you mad, and you're going to get angry. But what we have to do is learn to control that anger, and that can be done. Let's think about the last time you were upset. What are some things that happen? Um, your body may start to get sweaty. Your temperature gets hot. You may notice that you're hot, so your body begins to sweat because that's the body's way of trying to cool off. You may grit your teeth. Ooh, ooh. You may your head start hurting. Sometimes it makes your stomach start hurting. You get loud. You have difficulty breathing. Your body, your heart is racing. Your body is saying, hey, what's going on here? Let me prepare to deal with what's fixing to happen. Let me prepare to deal with what is happening. So the body has natural reactions when you get angry. Um, Different people react different. Just because one person reacts one way to a situation doesn't make it right or wrong than how you react to a situation. Things that have happened to us, experiences and things that we have gone through mold how we respond to anger. Your parents and role models, how they respond to anger, plays a role in how you react to anger as well. So we've established that it's okay to get angry, because if you don't say that you get upset about something, you just say, well, it's okay. A lot of people do that. That's passive day. It's okay. It don't matter. I'm okay. And then when you finally be like that little teapot and you're like, um, all these things are pouring into your cup and they're making you upset, and you don't deal with it, or you don't admit, hey, I'm pretty upset about that, or I'm angry about that. Let's talk about that. And you just pour it in and pour it in and pour it in. And then something happens, and then all of a sudden there's this explosion because you've been packing all that anger in there. And then now you're having to deal with it and process it. You're having to deal with it, and what was little has now grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. And where you just lash out and you start hollering and yelling and throwing things. So before it gets to that point, we need to talk about, what are some things I can do when I do reach that point, when I get upset. Miss Ruby gets upset. I promise you, Miss Ruby gets upset. And sometimes when I am upset, I do things that I'm not proud of. Might get loud and say hurtful things. And but the thing is, boys and girls, when you calm down and you think back to those moments, you're like, man, I sure did act crazy. I sure did act a fool. And anger will cause you to do that. So when a person gets you upset, I always try to keep, when I have kids to come in my office and they are mad, they get mad at something a student said to them. They get mad at something that happened in the class. Somebody called them a name. They got mad because of something that happened at home before they even got to school. And they're really angry. They come in, they're like, wah! I'm like, the first thing I did was establish is, Miss Ruby didn't do it to you. And I'm here to help you, and I want to help you. So if it's a problem with another student, then that may be until calling that person in. Let's get it straight, because sometimes we get anger over misunderstandings, things that we thought um, were bad intentions, but sometimes people just pick and play and carry on a lot. I keep some things with me in my office. These are stress balls. They come in all kind of different shapes and sizes. These are two of my favorites. This is my watermelon, and this is my um, emoji face. I keep these in my play therapy kit too. This one's pretty cool. This one seems to be a favorite, and you can order all these off Amazon. They're starting to have calming things in stores like Walmart now. You have to order them anymore. But this is just one of my little cute balls. I can push it right here, and I can stretch, push it, and it just pops out, and that's a good stress reliever, and it's pretty cool. I have these little spinners here, and they come in all shapes and sizes. This is one of my granddaughter's favorite. This is her donut, and she'll just squeeze it. And her brother make her mad, and sometimes she'll squeeze it and probably pretending like that's his head. But I'd much rather to do that than to hit him or lash out in anger. These are little gadgets, just twisty ups and just something to occupy my mind if I'm upset or stressed out. This is a little stretchy band. Your parents will remember when we used to do this with rubber bands, and them rubber bands would pop, and boy, when they pop, they would sure hurt you. But this one here is specifically made for that, so it's not going to pop and hurt me. How cool is that? How cool is that? My sister made me mad. This is going to be my sister for a minute. So I'm finding other ways to release my anger without taking, being aggressive, without hurting someone. Because when we get angry, boy, your body goes into fight or flight. You're going to do one or two things. You're going to be ready to fight and attack, or you're going to be flight and you just want to get away from it all. I'm going to just run away. I'm even dealing with this right now. So, let's talk about dealing with feelings. This makes me angry. What are some things that make you angry? I'll tell you what makes me angry when I see people being mean to each other. I get angry when I'm talking with someone and they don't give me a chance to get all of my emotions and feelings out. We all need to be better listeners. Let's talk about this makes me angry. Tilt the computer screen down. Beep, beep, beep. My alarm clock goes off. It sounds like yelling. I want to yell back. My little brother Jack burst into my room. He wants to play. I want to sleep. It sounds like my grandson with his other little brother. I go into the bathroom. Jack made a huge mess. I feel heat rising inside of me, and it's not just from the shower. Ooh, he's getting upset. Dad makes pancakes for breakfast. I like the crispy ones, but Jack eats them all. Mama's tea kettle is boiling hot. My insides are boiling too. Now his body temperature is increasing. It's got heat is coming up. We get to school. My teacher asks for our homework. I pull mine out. Oh no. My paper is covered in crayon. It's all Jack's fault. Jack done messed up. I have to do the work all over again. My chest feels tight, and I stay that way all morning. Look at here how upset he is, angry he is, boys and girls. Soon it is lunchtime. I can't get my milk open. I feel like I'm going to explode. Remember we talked about that? These things keep building up. You're like, I rip the carton open and it goes everywhere. So he was upset, opened his milk carton, ripped it up, and milk went everywhere. My friends laugh. They think it is funny. I try to stay calm. It does not work. I yell at them instead. So now I'm getting loud. And there he goes. He's really, really upset. And other boys and girls are laughing at him. They're picking at him for getting angry. A teacher sends me to the principal's office. Now I feel awful. My face is hot. My clothes are sticky. It's beginning to sweat. I just want to go home. The principal asks, what happened? I start to cry. I tell her everything. She listens calmly. The principal hands me a small notebook. She tells me I can use the book to draw how I feel. That's a very good technique. I think about all the bad things that happened today. What am I feeling? I am feeling angry. I take a deep breath. I draw everything I feel in the book. The pictures are actually kind of funny. I'm not angry now, as angry now. I go back to class. I see the kids from lunch. I tell them I am sorry. They apologize too. I feel better. I tell my family about the book when I get home. Jack wants to draw too. I give him the book. He starts to scribble on my drawings. Uh-oh. Jack draws a picture of us holding hands. I give him a hug. All my anger melts away. Today started out as a bad day, but it turned into a very good one. I was very angry at times today. What makes you angry? So as we see, anger is a very normal emotion, but it can be healthy to get angry, boys and girls, but you have to learn how to deal with it, so you don't have those exploding moments that could have got you in trouble. But thank God the principal was very understanding. If you are feeling some type of way and you feel angry, you need to find somebody and you need to find an adult and talk to them about that. Let them know how you're feeling so they can help you work through those emotions. The way that Jack did it, the way that the big brother did, is he worked through it by drawing pictures. Another thing, listening to music, using some of these gadget toys or stress toys that Miss Ruby has. They help you calm down. Doing exercise activity, went outside, take a run. Sometimes kids come to my office and they're upset. I'm like, well, let's walk. We may just walk around the campus. We walk and talk, because our bodies need to burn some of that energy that we have stored up, especially that, because our muscles tighten up when we get angry, and we never want to be aggressive with each other. Now, with that being said, there are times that Miss Ruby gets aggressive. There are times good for you to be aggressive. I had this teddy bear when I was your age. I was a small girl and I grew up with it. And, that teddy bear listened to me and it heard my problems. But, in times of anger, guess what I would do? I also hit that teddy bear. And I said, why do you do? And then I realized, the teddy bear didn't do it. Because sometimes we take out our anger, we be mad at somebody and take it out on another person that don't deserve that. Just like all these things were happening to the young man in the book when he came to school, and Britt milk carton, and the kids start laughing. They're like, ah, and he took that out on them because and then later on, when we think about ways that we reacted that we shouldn't have, then he apologized for that, because it's not good to hold grudges and be mad at somebody for long periods of time over something that's small. Because life's short, boys and girls. You don't want to spend your life being angry and upset. Although there are going to be times when that does happen, and it's okay. But we don't want to remain. We don't want to stay in that phase. If you have any questions, you like to talk with me further about anger, any of the emotions or stuff, I'm going to put a link to my Bitmoji classroom. If you'll just click link under the couch, you can request the session, and we can meet privately, because it is tough during this pandemic, and we are stressed, and stress can lead to anger. Things are a lot different. As you probably can see, we're working from home again. Next meeting will be February the 9th, where they give us more details about, if and when we come back to school. Things will be a lot easier on me, helping you when we return to campus. But at the same time, we want to be safe. Boys and girls, this COVID stuff is real. It's got to the point now where it has affected all of our homes, all of our families. We all know somebody who is really close to us who has experienced COVID. So please be safe. Remember the 3 W's. Wear your mask when you go out. Wash your hands a lot. Sanitizer, soap and water. Sing the happy birthday song, and wait. The 3rd W is wait. So spread out when you're out in public. Wait 6 feet apart. There's also a return to school video that we made that'll give you an idea of what things may look like. What things will look like when we return to campus. Have a good day. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need me.